If you want to check out different content from myself, I've just set up a second channel where I'm going to post fitness and things. The link for that will be in the description. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have FIFA 21 predictions, and this, of course, is going to be the Liverpool team. Now, I'm not going to do like a squad builder or a little lineup or anything. It's just going to be the whole squad, essentially. There are going to be a few players left out here or there. I think Williams is left out, as well as a couple of other youth players, mainly because there's just not enough room. So, as you can see, it's blurred out right now. We can basically make out the faces. We know what's coming here. But, of course, I'm going to do rating predictions as well. So, when we go through, we'll start off on the right-hand side. And as I say, some of them may end up being first-team players. A couple of them are definitely worthy of first-team spots. I've upgraded here or there based on last season's performances and what I think EA may do. It's sort of a combination of both. And, of course, there will be some transfer speculation. There is a new signing for Liverpool already. Of course, the new left-back, back up to Robertson. And, of course, there is a fairly high-profile transfer potentially on his way in the coming, I would say coming days, but it's been like that for God knows how long. So hopefully in the coming weeks, Liverpool make a big-name transfer. Without any further ado, let's get into the lineup. So as you can see, we've revealed the right-hand side, and we've revealed, I would say, the players who are first team sort of fringe players. You know, like you've got the likes of Naby Keita and Gini Wijnaldum. They are in and out of the starting 11 quite regularly, as is James Milner. I wouldn't necessarily say James Milner is a regular in the starting 11. I think that there are players ahead of him in sort of the pecking order. It's just a case of rotation here or there. But I would say that, you know, the starting 11 are the starting 11, and these are sort of the subs and the backups and things. Whether these are going to be the same come the start of the season, you know, who knows if Shaqiri will stay, who knows if Divock Origi will end up staying. I think they all will. I don't think Liverpool will really end up selling anyone this window, and I don't really see them bringing in many more players other than the one that they are currently linked with, which we will, of course, discuss as we progress. Klopp has already ruled out, as if we needed him to do that, but he's already ruled out the possibility of Lionel Messi joining, which, let's be honest, we knew that anyway. There's absolutely no way Liverpool are willing to pay the money that would require to bring Messi to the club if they're unwilling to meet Bayern's expectations of Thiago, arguably one of the best midfielders in the world right now. So, yeah, with that being said, Ryan Brewster's up from a bronze to a silver. Of course, he's had a very good season with Swansea, scored in nearly every game he played. In pre-season, he has been somewhat of a saviour as well. Not many pre-season games for Liverpool, I think like 2. Stuttgart being one of them, and he came on and scored, and then he came on and scored then against Salzburg. He scored twice, actually, and Liverpool rescued a draw. But again, he's done very well. He's proved that he's a capable player, so why not upgrade him? I think Curtis Jones's involvement in the first team over the last season will warrant him maybe going to a non-rare gold. I wouldn't be surprised if he was still like a 74 rated silver, but I think he's ahead of Ryan Brewster in sort of development terms, so that wouldn't surprise me. But the new fullback down there, the very final player to be added, I think he'll get a little bit of an upgrade. I think he's a silver currently in FIFA 20, but he's got a lot of pace to him, so I think EA will probably up the pace and tweak the defensive stats here or there. And the starting 11 will hopefully look a little something like this. Now, of course, like I said, I have boosted player ratings. On the right-hand side, by the way, I've boosted Naby Keita up by 1. Gini Wijnaldum up by 1. The new Greek left-back, he's been boosted by 2 or 3. No more than that. Curtis Jones has come up quite a long way, up to a gold. Maybe it's a little bit too far, but I think as a first team regular, 76 isn't too much to ask. Not first team regular, but you know what I mean. He's in the first team every now and again. And then Ryan Brewster having a good season, he's up to a silver. Everyone else has basically stayed the same. In terms of the starting 11, they have been upgraded. So Alisson, 90 rated. Whether they bump him up even more than that, I don't know, remains to be seen. I guess they could take him up to a 91, but who knows. Joe Gomez up from an 80 to an 82. I'm not getting carried away with these ratings. They are being upgraded moderately. Van Dijk up by 1 rating to a 91. Trent up from an 83 to an 86. I think the term best fullback in the world is sort of thrown around a lot with Trent, but if that is the case, then surely he needs to be up there with the likes of Joshua Kimmich. Now, I know Joshua Kimmich is a central player just as much as he is a fullback, but at the same time, he can play both, and both very, very well. So you have to put Trent on the same level as that if you are going to be talking about him being the best fullback in the world. So I think 86 is justifiable. Robertson, I think he's just as good, 86 in there as well. Jordan Henderson up to an 85 from an 83 currently. Fabinho up to an 86 from an 85. I think that's justified. And then we get to Thiago, the player that Liverpool could potentially be bringing in. He's currently an 87 in FIFA. I think given what he's done for Barcelona, given for what he's done for Bayern Munich this season, and the way that he's played and how well he's played, I feel like he deserves an upgrade. Whether he goes to an 88 or an 89 remains to be seen. However, it would be really nice to see him up there. And of course, it would be nice to see him in a Liverpool shirt. And if you can't tell, I am a Liverpool fan, so maybe that's why I'm a little bit biased for these player ratings. But I did boost the likes of Kai Havertz and Timo Werner quite generously as well. So it's not like I'm being completely biased towards Liverpool. But, you know, these are the champions. And in my opinion, they've played unbelievably well season just gone, and they deserve to be recognised for that. Now, a lot of them already had high-rated cards. Mo Salah from a 90 to a 91. They may keep him at 90, but I don't know. I just think that, you know, the front three deserve a little bit, not deserve a little bit more recognition. That's maybe the wrong term. But I feel like they should be represented slightly higher in FIFA, given how good they are on the real world stage. Mane is in particular one that I think deserves to be very similar, if not on par with Salah, because many Liverpool fans, almost myself included, because I see them as equal, but I would actually put, I mean, a lot of people do think Mane is a little bit ahead of Salah in terms of quality. Like, if you said, right, which player do you want to give up? You've got to sell one, Mane or Salah. Most Liverpool fans would say Salah, myself included. So yeah, it's an interesting one. And of course, Roberto Firmino just does not get the recognition that he deserves for the role that he plays. You know, a lot of people look at his goal-scoring ratio, but he's not in there to score goals. He's in there to do everything else. Yes, he plays a false nine, but the amount of assists and key passes and things that he gets is very understated. So I think that needs to be represented in his passing as well as his dribbling. So there we go. The full Liverpool squad. As I mentioned at the very beginning, there are players that are not included, and that's just because I ran out of space, and I've included the ones that get the sort of most regular game time in terms of Premier League. I say that, and Shaqiri, I genuinely can't remember the last time he came on in a league game, but either way, he is sort of a quote-unquote bigger name than a lot of the other players that I've left out. But just know that I know they exist. It's just that I ran out of room. Let me know what you think of the player ratings in the comment section down below. Let me know what team you want me to do next. If you have enjoyed it and you want to see more of this type of thing, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.